and this is the first video I've had in, I don't know, like 10 days. Sorry, since my surgery, even before my surgery, but I wanted to make sure and get a video out there. Obviously, it's the end of the month, so show me some love. But I wanted to talk about something really important before we get into this shopping, because this is something that comes up quite a bit, and I feel like this is a big mistake that penny shoppers make out there, and, well, they miss pennies. So, do you know what the difference is between old pennies and new pennies? Nothing. Nothing. A penny is a penny, right? So I feel like a lot of people focus so much on what's a penny like today, what was a penny a day ago, 2 days ago, and then they totally miss what was a penny 6 months ago, 2 weeks ago, a year ago. Dollar General is not resetting their pennies back to full price like they used to. I mean, used to, it was, within, I'd say, a month, a lot of the stuff would reset to full price. Your regular seasonal stuff and everything. That hasn't even been happening. And plus, especially with surprise pennies, I mean, they are just like staying pennies, like forever and ever. So a great example, and one that totally blew my mind a couple weeks ago, again, I've been a little busy recuperating. Emily in Texas went out shopping, and I'm going to show you pictures. Like 3 cartfuls of baskets. NCI baskets that were surprise pennies last year in 2025. Now, I think some were like this year, but the majority, no, it was last year, 2025, getting 3 cartfuls. And do you know what the staff said? They just came off the truck. They just came out of the back room. So many of the rock stars, and myself included, score on old pennies. So you are going to see some old pennies in this video. I just found them like right before my surgery. So even though they're old, it doesn't mean that I found them last year. No, like I just found them. So you've got to keep your eyes out, and that's why it's also important to watch old videos. I have a surprise penny playlist. Surprise pennies typically are missed more than our regular pennies because, one, they're really hard to keep track of. It could be PopShelf, it could be NCI stuff, and that stuff coming off the trucks, if your store isn't scanning before they put them on the shelf, well, then you end up with pennies. So it's really important to stay up on not just the most recent or what's coming, but what was the penny 6 months ago, a year ago, because those are still coming from the warehouses. And in addition to that would be PopShelf. So I understand not many of us have PopShelf stores, okay? Believe me, the closest one I had up until a year or so ago was like 3 hours away, all right? My stores get random stuff, not a huge amount, but it doesn't matter, because if things penny at PopShelf, then 99% of the time they penny at our regular Dollar General stores too. And even though you may not find those PopShelf items in every one of your stores, doesn't mean you're not going to find them at all. And so I also am going to show you, we've had a number of PopShelf pennies in the last couple weeks, and some that absolutely, they can be in your regular stores right now, and they're pennies. So make sure you watch this all the way through. We've got regular Dollar General, old pennies, semi-old pennies. Oh, don't make mistakes that I make on some other gift set pennies, and then also our PopShelf, and also Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree too. Dollar Tree is still penny crazy right now. They continue to have pennies. They're selling pennies. So when things aren't popping at Dollar General, now we have Dollar Tree too. So make sure, don't forget about Dollar Tree. Don't forget about PopShelf in our regular stores. And of course, don't forget about old pennies, because new penny, old penny, it's all a penny. All right. Good luck out there. So I was at Dollar General after my pre-op appointment, of course, and I spot this oldie but goodie, and it totally stands out. It was back behind the counter, and this actually is pennied twice. It pennied back in summer or fall of 2024. Then it pennied again last year with old electronics. So as you can see here, what I have circled is from 2021. And this store was clean. I mean, I don't think I've ever been in it before, but it was just up there on the top shelf behind the counter. So next stop, I'm up by the register, another very clean store. I see these. I'm like, heck yeah, score, right? All these went with the gift sets. Not exactly. So the watermelon one, if you check it, it's a penny. Great. The blue ones, if you check those, unlike me, because I didn't check them, those are full price, and they're supposed to be on the regular shelf. So I was going through, I had a kiddo with me. I'd taken him out for the day. So I was showing him, because I was all excited about it. And sure enough, I scanned the pink one, and yeah, it's a penny. Yay. But the other ones, no. Moving on to our Papa Shelf. So, oh yeah, check out that pretty thing. So you can see it kind of has like fake snow on it. Notice the label, it says winter decor table. That's what you want to look for. That's kind of like the subcategory or whatever. So those went with winter, and they are, in fact, a penny. Then there's a variety of other things I found. I was so excited. This is actually the most I've ever gotten in a pop shelf before for pennies. That big stuffed animal is not. So these are makeup sponges, and a lot of this, again, could mix in so well in your Dollar General. So these are a penny at PopShelf and at our regular Dollar General. Now, these are avocado little makeup bags. I don't know why they have... Do you guys like avocado makeup bags? Anyways, if you do, go check your PopShelf, check your Dollar General, because they're a penny. These bottles are adorable. So these are the Mana, or is it Mana? I don't know, brand. And there's two different designs. Here's your UPC on this one. These actually went with Valentine's Day, but this store, and usually they're very good. Again, I was at a doctor's appointment. I don't visit very often. And they're really good about pulling. These were still on the regular shelf with all of their bottles. So make sure you're checking for those in your pop shelf and in your regular Dollar General. But then I found more. So up on their display area, I see this wooden tray, and I'm like, ooh, I think that's part of the Forgotten Forest. Notice that on the label. That's something else you're going to be looking for. So there's been more wall art and picture frames penny at PopShelf as well, and in turn our regular Dollar Generals. So make sure you're checking for picture frames like this one. There's actually a variety of them. And then this piece of wall art, I actually like this one. There's two of them. I might keep that for fall decor. But anyways, of course, it's got the purple square for PopShelf, but make sure you're checking your wall art sections in your regular DG too. And then I was in the other city that actually had a PopShelf as well. So I found some of the party cutlery, and I'm pretty excited because for my kiddos' open house this year for graduation, this is going to be perfect. So I found quite a few boxes of these, and then I found some more of those avocado makeup bags. Let me know, anybody need those? So then I was able to make a quick stop at Dollar Tree. I had a time limit, but really I just wanted to find Valentine's Day candy, and I was actually surprised. And you guys, like, candy gets mixed in with, new seasonal candy at a lot of stores. So obviously they have Easter out, but they had some Valentine's Day mixed in there. Now, I did miss one when I was checking this video, but found the Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls are very easy to get mixed in, and especially in that little pink pastel. But I missed the ones that were also in that box. So anyways, we all miss, right? I think they should still be pennies. They were ones I got before. These boxes, I found a couple more of them. Not the draft thingy, but they're the only ones that are like in the shape of a flower, weird shape. Those are pennies. Our gummy bears were. Found some heart stuff, a stuffed animal, and then of course our other candy was. Okay, I'm gonna go scan these, and I'm just checking some other ones. There's another shopper in here with a cart full. Good for her, but yeah, I'm probably gonna head out after this, hit another, 2, 5, 10 Dollar Generals. But I missed the Caillou book. I found one of the Incredibles. This is paid members have been finding a ton of these. I only found one. And then I found one of these, which is, I don't know, interesting. I'm not sure, but anyways, they all scan a penny. So not a huge haul at all, but
I'm happy with any kind of chocolate and candy. Totally usable.
Of course, like it, share it, do all the things to help me out, and comment below for a chance to win $25 for the March drawing. Have you hit up Dollar Tree lately? Have you found any pennies there? All right, talk to you later.